together. We got a nice intimate group in here today. My favorite way to teach. Hi, Beth. I missed you too. I'm so glad you're here. My camp duffels are still not packed. We keep shoving stuff in. It's all good. So here we are. Take a deep breath in through your nose and a loud exhale breath out through your mouth. Good. Then seal your lips and begin the powerful breath of Ujjayi. Inhale through the nose and exhaling through the nose. Gliding that air through the back of the throat like you're pulling in air through a little straw. Feel your hands spread across the mat and reach them a little bit more forward. Good. Drop your seat back a little bit further. And then while keeping everything the way that it is, just take your left hand and start to crawl it over towards your right hand and see if you can maybe get it over onto the top of the palm or just in that direction. If you don't feel enough, you could begin to walk a little bit more to the right with that right hand. Feel the side body lengthen. Stay grounded, stay connected. Walk back through center and then take your right hand and start to crawl it a little bit to the left. Feel the right side of the body start to get a soft extension while keeping your forehead down. The breath is just flowing at this point and you're arriving. Great, come back to center. Reset, get the hands reset. Spread the palms wide, feel the thumb, index finger, baby finger, and the outer hand of that outer hand pressing down. Begin to curl the toes into the mat. Lift your hips, down dog. Yes. Your first one. Take up a lot of space on the mat right here. Glance at your hands, make sure they're at least shoulder width distance. I know for myself, if I feel a little tighter in my upper shoulders, I actually make the adjustment to have the hands almost the entire width of the mat. Sometimes that's very helpful. The thumb, the index finger forward, a little bit turned out, the baby finger mounting down into the ground. And then look back at your feet, make sure they're about hips width, roughly. Bend your knees as much as you need. And begin to feel your hips lift up off your body. The center of the heel starts to melt towards the ground, and there's a soft spreading of the toes to activate the fronts of the shins. Yes. Let the shoulders move away from your ears. Detach your head from your body. I know it's hard, but it is doable. Pit of the belly draws in. Fire up the breath. Good. Roll forward in one piece to plank. Lead a little with your heart. Press the hands firmly into the mat. So sometimes from that first one, that dog to plank, it's a little off, so you could readjust if you need to. The neck is neutral. Looks good, guys. Everyone's alignment is blended. Yeah, so the hardest part here is that we get into it, either the hips start to sink or the shoulder blades kind of lift a little higher. Feel a soft melting of the shoulder blades, a little bit more leading of the heart and the chest, and then bring the weight all the way forward onto your tippy toes. That's it. Now, drop your knees down so they're on an angle. Bring your weight just a tad forward, and let's lower halfway to a supported push-up. Elbow slide by your side body, reminding yourself that less is more. Re-straighten your arms. Lift your knees so you're back in a plank position. Fire up that center line. Hold. Again, drop your knees down on an angle. I kind of want to take this in parts. Bring your weight forward, lower halfway, supported push-up. Great. Re-straighten your arms. Do it slow. Lift the knees back up. You're in plank. Fire up that core. One more time. Drop the knees down. Bring the weight forward halfway to your push-up. Re-straighten your arms. Lift the knees. Plank. Hips go up and back, down dog. Roll forward in one motion, plank position. So if you prefer doing all your push-ups with your knees down, it's a great option. Halfway to a push-up that works best for you. The neck stays neutral. The shoulders slide down the back. Good. Re-straighten your arms to a plank position. Getting out is always the hardest. Yeah, I know sometimes it's ugly. Hips go up and back, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Breathe your right leg up and back, three-legged down dog. When you lift, try not to fling. Lift from that inner thigh. Make every movement in here very deliberate. Feel the hands plug down. Come forward, hug your right knee in towards your navel. Give it a good juicy squeeze this morning. Feel like we need a good little squeeze. Arms are straight up and down. Look forward with your eyes and let's step that right foot all the way forward and through. Great. Drop your back knee down on an angle. Pause. I always like to have the blocks nearby. Sometimes when you drop down, you feel tight, so the fingertips on blocks can be helpful. Good. Begin to crawl your hands up your thigh. Press your hands into your thigh. Keep your right hand on that right thigh. Drop your left arm alongside your body. For some reason, pressing your hips forward like I'm demonstrating here doesn't feel good in your lower back. The simple solution would just be to pull out of it, okay? So as you drop down lower, this is going to give you more of a stretch. If you pull back, it's just going to be a different stretch. The left arm's going to slide up towards the sky. Good. Press down into your right thigh with your right hand and bring it up and over to the right. Just a little bit, it's a small movement. If you feel your right hip start to jut out, you've gone too far. Good. The energy of your right palm pressing down. Good. Pull up to center. Bring both arms up towards the sky. That's it. Hold here. Nice deep breath in through your nose. A full breath out. Take the hands down to frame your front foot. Integrate the back knee up off the ground. You're in a low lunge. The left hand will stay, the right arm will peel. You knew exactly where it was going, into an easy twist. It's funny. So sometimes, like as yoga teachers, we maybe don't take each other's classes for a while, and then we take each other's classes, and there's a lot of similarities. It's so weird when that happens. Good. Shoulders slide down the back. You're looking sideways, you're looking up. Try not to look back. That's just going to make your neck hurt. Hands to frame your front foot. All I need you to do here is step to a down dog. Very simple. When you arrive to down dog, breathe your left leg up and back, three-legged down dog. Try to lift very deliberately and feel. Good. Come forward, hug your left knee in, give it a good little squeeze. You can round, you can keep length, however it feels like you're getting the most engagement. Look forward with your eyes and let's step the left foot forward and through. Be on your fingertips for a beat and then drop the knee down. Sometimes we need to pat it. Good. Then fingertips on the floor. You begin to crawl your hands up onto your left thigh. Press the hands into the thigh. I like to slide it back a little, like the fleshier part, closer towards the hip. Keep the left hand pressing. So the shoulder has to kind of drop down the back. The right arm's just going to drop down alongside your body. You pause for a second. You feel. And then the right arm wraps straight up and you bring it over towards the left just a tad. Side body extension. Make sure the hips stay aligned. The neck stays nice and neutral. Pull up to center, both arms towards the sky. Hands to frame your front foot. Integrate the back knee. You can use a block. Easy twist. Right hand stays down. Left arm peels open. If you feel crunchy in the shoulders, definitely use something underneath your hand. You can fist the ground. You can fist the block. Both hands to frame your front foot. Step to a downward facing dog. Make it very simple. Then, like an ocean wave, roll forward to plank. Halfway to a push-up. Up dog or cobra, pick your poison here, whatever feels best in your body. Hips go up and back, down dog. Look to the top of the mat. You can step your feet there for the first one. If you're feeling springy, you can hop. Long spine, maybe you're super energized. Exhale, fold. Ride that wave. Root to rise, come all the way up. Drag your hands to prayer at heart. Drop your arms. You can practice with your feet together or a little separated. Totally up to you. Arms go straight up towards the sky. Now we're just going to move. Dive over, bent knees, forward fold. Let the head go. Long spine to prepare yourself. You're going to take 2 big steps back to plank. 1, 2. Then you lower halfway to your push-up. The up dog is smooth. Nice, Megan. Press even. Hips go up and back, down dog. The arms stay straight. You got it. Look where you want to go. You can step. You can float. Maybe it's more of a crawl. Get to the top. Long spine. Hands can always rest on the shins. Exhale, fold. Root to rise. Come all the way up. Drag it to prayer. Drop your arms. Arms go straight up. Keep moving. Dive over bent knees. Forward fold. Let the head go. Long spine to set it up. Step, step, or float light. If you choose to hop, you're going to hop into a low push-up. That was great. Up dog is smooth. Hips go up and back, downward facing. Press firm through your hands. Look where you want to go. Let's step, float, skip, get to the top, nice and light. Long spine, fold. Root to rise, come all the way up. Feel the ground, get yourself together. Drag it to prayer. Drop your arms. Arms go straight up towards the sky. Dive over bent knees, forward fold. Long spine to set it up. You can step or float through your version. So at this point, you can add or subtract what you feel is best in your body. Hips go up and back, down dog. Each one we do hopefully starts to feel a little better. Arms stay active. Look where you want to go. Step or float, top of mat. Long spine, fold. Root to rise, come all the way up, anchor. Drag it to prayer, drop your arms. One more, arms go straight up. Keep moving and breathing. Dive in half, over bent knees, forward fold. Long spine to set it up. Step or float for your version. Adding or subtracting push-ups, taking out back bends. Hips go up and back, downward facing dog. Breathe your right leg up and back, three-legged down dog. Come forward and hug your right knee straight in. Give it a good little squeeze. Look forward with your eyes and step your right foot forward. Come to your fingertips. Good. Bring your arms alongside your body and hover over your front thigh. When we do this, it's a good reminder that you want your palms facing down so the eyes of the shoulders can kind of slide down your back. There's always a little scooping of the upper shoulder blades and a gripping in of your right hip, activation of your left leg. That's it. It's almost like you're on a launch. Let's rise with the torso, high lunge, crescent lunge. Yeah. Soften the back knee if you feel like it's too much dumping into your lower back, and also keep in your back pocket that you can always have your torso a tad forward to take it out. Good. You're going to step up into tree pose. So use your left hand to kind of scooch that left leg up, bend it up, and then regrow the branches of your tree. Yeah. Just for fun, drop your left arm down on the inside. Use the left arm, stretch the right arm up and bring it up and over towards the left. Kind of fun. Come up to center and grow both branches back towards the sky. Keep your energy moving up, and let's take a giant step back, warrior one. Yeah. When you land your back foot, check in with it. Make sure that the outer blade of your back foot is anchoring. Yeah. The left rib spin forward, the right hip grips in, and you feel your feet grounding you to the floor. And then are you breathing? Hands to frame your front foot. Let's hit plank position. Halfway to your push-up. Drag yourself through a back bend of choice or take it out if it doesn't suit you. Hips go up and back, down dog. Let's breathe the left leg up and back, three-legged down dog. Come forward and hug your left knee in. Give it a good little squeeze. Step the left foot all the way forward and through. Scooch it to the left just a tad. Integrate that left hip, the back right leg. Zip it up. And then arms alongside your body so you're in a hovering low lunge. I like doing this because it makes you check in from the ground up. There's a steering of that left hip, a shoulder blade slide down the back, an activation all the way through your fingertips. And then start to rise into your version of high lunge. Little baby tweaks that you need to make along the way. If you came to your mat every day and everything was always the same, it would be boring. So our bodies change, our minds evolve, vice versa. Soften where you need to. That's great. You just kind of find your focus, your breath, your determination to just kind of stay with the flow today. Using your right hand, you'll step up into tree. Yeah. So use that hand to kind of scooch it up there. Caddy it in the instep of that left leg and then grow your branches. Yeah. So think of warrior two, like when you grip your hips kind of under, it's the same action to keep that foot from sliding down the leg. Yeah. And then keep your left arm up, just drop your right arm, the back of your right hand, anchor it to the inside of the thigh like you're pressing open, stretch up, and then take it up and over. I'm such a yoga dork. I love to look for similarities in the poses. Right. So the feeling that maybe you have in an extended side angle is similar to this right here. The pressing open, the drawing of that side body, the breath flowing. Pull up to center, regrow those branches, get yourself kind of soft here. And then take that giant step back with that right leg and see if you can find first warrior. Not always the prettiest transition, but we try. Anchor that back foot, steer the right ribs forward. So use the outer blade step of your back foot and fire up that back leg more, like the glute, the hamstring. There you go. Hands to frame your front foot, hit a plank position, add in that push up if you feel up for it. Up dog is smooth, press even through hands, tops of feet. Hips go up and back, down dog. That's it. Look where you want to go. We'll put it all together. I know you're jazzed up about it. Get to the top, long spine, fold. Let's sit into chair pose. Weight goes into your heels. Shoot up to stand up, drag it to prayer, drop your arms from the top here. Arms go straight up towards the sky, heavy in your heels, chair. Dive over bent knees, forward fold. Long spine sets you up, step or float through your vinyasa. Up dog is smooth. Hips go up and back, down dog. Right foot lands, back foot turns, rise, warrior one. Hands to the floor through your vinyasa. You can always just take stuff out and just stay in the down dog for an extra breath or two. The left foot lands immediately. Anchor and rise, first warrior, looking good. Hands to frame the front foot, vinyasa. Up dog pulls you through. Hips go up and back, down dog. Arms are straight, look where you want to go, step or float, top of mat. Long spine, fold. Chair pose, weight in your heels. Shoot up to stand up, drag it to prayer, drop your arms. Arms go straight up, heavy in your heels for chair. Dive over bent knees, forward fold. Long spine sets you up, step or float, vinyasa. Up dog, smooth, nice. Hips go up and back, down dog. Right foot lands, back foot turns, rise together, warrior one. Chaturanga push up, building some momentum. Up dog is smooth. Hips go up and back, down dog. Left foot lands. You got it. To the floor we go, chaturanga. It's going to be a hot one outside today. It feels cool in here compared to what we're going to be dealing with. Downward facing dog, hips press back. Arms are straight. Look where you want to go, step or float. Long spine, fold, chair pose. Feel the weight in your heels, guys. Shoot up to stand up, drag it to prayer, drop the arms. Loop it all together. Arms go straight up, heavy in your heels for chair pose. Dive over bend knees, forward fold, let it go. Long spine to prepare, step or float, vinyasa of choice. Up dog, smooth activation. Hips go up and back, down dog. Right foot lands, back foot turns. Warrior one, keep it going. To the floor we go, chaturanga. Up dog, smooth. Hips go up and back, down dog. Left foot lands, back foot turns, rise, building momentum. To the floor we go, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Nice work. Hips go up and back, down dog. Settle right here. We're going to do one more. Arms are active. Look where you want to go. Step or float, top of mat. Long spine, fold. Hit your chair. Shoot up to stand up, drag it to prayer, drop your arms. You're in the zone. Arms go straight up. Looking good. Chair, sit way back. Then dive over those bent legs. Let your head go. Long spine to prepare. Step or float, your vinyasa. That was good, Beth. Up dog, smooth. Hips go up and back, down dog. Right foot lands, back foot turns. Rise, warrior one. To the floor we go. Chaturanga push-up. Up dog, smooth. Hips go up and back, down dog. Left foot lands, back foot turns. Let's rise. Warrior one. To the floor we go. Chaturanga. Upward facing pulls you through. Hips go up and back, down dog. Let's step the right foot forward, turn the back foot sharp and rise, warrior one. Yeah. Keep the legs the way they are for a sec. Yeah. Bring just your arms forward like this, like you're handing a tray. Wrap the left arm under. When you do this, try not to yank down on the elbows, lift them up. And if there's any difficulty, you can always just grab opposite shoulders. That's it. Just keep the eagle arms for a beat. Feel that. And then step up into eagle. Yep, step up into eagle. Wrap the left thigh around the right thigh. You have to bend your right leg pretty deeply. And if the foot doesn't get all the way around, Jess is doing a good modification when you rest your foot on the block, or you just have your toe down on the ground, or just let it kind of hang in space. The idea is to really find the even alignment. Weight in your right heel, knees a little to the left, upper body a tad to the right. And you're just squeezing everything down the center line of the body. Keep the eagle arms, okay? Unwind your left leg, warrior one. Keep the eagle arms, unwind, warrior one. With eagle arms. Inhale the breath, lift the heart and chest. Exhale, humble warrior right here. Yes, with eagle arms. It's one of my favorite ways to take it. Watch your right hip. You want to steer your right hip under and take the left ribs forward. Even if your stomach is resting on your thigh, that is still a version of humble. Beth, grip your right hip in more and take your left ribs more forward. You may need to turn your left toes more forward in order to find that. That's it. Relax the jaw, the face, and feel. Feel your feet pressing firm. Feel your legs engaging. You should have some burning going on. Activate your legs and let's bring the torso up. As the torso arrives up towards the sky, unravel your arms and let them join over the top of the head in a prayer if you can. That's it. And then eyes look up just a tad while keeping your neck neutral. To the floor we go through your vinyasa, just keeping it moving. Up dog is smooth. Hips go up and back, down dog. The left foot lands, the back foot turns. Aren't we having fun? Aren't you glad I'm back? Rise, warrior one. Warrior one. Just the arms come forward. Just the arms come forward. Wrap the right arm underneath the left arm. Yeah. And step up eagle. Right thigh wraps around left thigh the best that you can. You want to bend into that standing left leg like you're in a chair. If the foot doesn't come all the way around, you just kind of let the toes dangle a little. You can rest it on the ground, on a block. There's always one side I find that's better than the other. Squeeze the arms. Keep the breath flowing. Keep your eyes forward. Pick a dristi. Great. You're going to keep the arms bound just like this, and you unravel that right leg and step back warrior one with eagle arms. Working on proprioception. Lift the eyes of the shoulders. Exhale the breath into humble. Your stomach could rest on your thigh. You can snuggle yourself or bring your left shoulder down. Yeah. The right ribs have to continuously steer forward. Left hip likes to wing out. Right thigh and rib steer forward. Yeah, so think this action. You got it. That's that. There we go. Press to the outer blade of your right foot. Get out of the arch of the right foot. 2 more breaths. You got this, guys. Anchor your feet, lift the torso. As the torso comes up, you unravel the arms. The hands gather to a prayer, but your neck doesn't drop back. You just keep your neck neutral, look up with your eyes. And then hands to the floor to plank where you hold plank. Hold plank, please. Good. You're going to lean on your right hand for Vashisthasana side plank. And if you need to modify this morning, it's not a problem at all. Drop your right knee, stagger your feet, stack your feet. Find something that you know you can hold. Top arm can stretch straight up or go up and over your ear. The two hips stack neatly and nicely so the left hip doesn't roll open. Plank position, do it slow. Do it slow. You're in a plank. You're going to drop to your forearms. One hand and then the other. And then you're going to turn your left hand in on a little bit of an angle. You're going to roll into a Vashisthasana on the left forearm. Yep. Stagger the feet. You can modify if you need. Top arm straight up or up and over. Your hand could also be on your hip or your head. Forearm plank slow. One hand at a time, plank position. You're in for it here. Feet together, lean on your left hand, Vashi. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. It's good. Modify if you need to. Then the moment that you think you can't do it or you can't hold the pose, there's always something in there you can fire up. Allowing yourself to kind of find a challenge. Right. It's easy to just do what's easy. Yep. Plank position, do it slow. So pause for a second. Pause. Then drop to your forearms. One elbow at a time. Great. I like to turn my right forearm in a little bit. Yep. Sometimes all the way actually feels better for people. And then you roll Vashisthasana on your right forearm. That's it. It just depends on your shoulder. Some of us like it all the way. Some of us on an angle. Good. Some of us can have it more forward. Top arm straight up. You got 4 more breaths. See if you can really engage. Flex the feet, even if they're staggered. Forearm plank. Listen carefully. Lower all the way to Sphinx. So you're going to lower all the way to your belly. So when you hit Sphinx pose, guys, Sphinx pose is a very mild back bend where your elbows are actually a little bit more forward like this. And what you want to feel is that you're dragging your mat forward and sliding your feet kind of behind you. So it's like you're this action. Shoulders slide down the back. You elongate the spine. You activate your feet. You're going to bend your right leg up. I like to turn the left hand on an angle, and you're going to grab your right foot. If you can get it from the inside, that's great. This is about all I can do. So, yep. And you want to steer your chest forward. You want to keep your right side down and really just get a gentle back bend. Release the right leg, right forearm back down. Right arm goes a little on an angle. Left leg kicks up. You're going to reach back, get hold of that foot. And when you get hold of the foot, you want to feel like you're kind of dragging your chest up and back. So the left thigh stays down. That's it. So this is a psoas stretch. Really nice way to open up that front line while staying down on the ground. Yeah. Release that foot. Sphinx pose. Pause. Yeah. You're going to slide your hands back into an up dog position. And press up, upward facing. That's it. Hips go up and back, down dog. Nice job. Three more breaths. Quiet your mind. Find your breath. Feel your body. Yep. Come forward to plank. Float the right foot an inch from the ground. Just an inch. Yeah. Take your right knee to the back of your right tricep in the general direction. Yeah, it doesn't actually have to touch. It's just going in that way. Drag it to center. Look forward with your eyes and let's step the right foot smack forward. Stay low to the floor for a second. Let's turn the back foot on a sharp angle, and from the ground up, let's straighten the front leg and find triangle. Yeah, should feel pretty good after all that we've done so far. So triangle pose. Listen, if you get to triangle, like this doesn't feel right, come out of it and reset the pose. Yeah, you got to pick your distance, not a problem. Steer the right ribs towards the mirrored wall. Yeah, use a block to the outside of that calf. So can you take your right rib, Steph, towards Beth? Right hand on right shin and left arm up. Trikonasana. That's it. Let the shoulders slide down the back, just like what we practice in those side planks. Yeah. Anchor your feet, feel your inner and outer thighs. There's a moment in the pose where you can really quiet your mind and find the asana. Empowering the breath to support the pose right here. Keeping everything very neutral. You'll look down and step right up into Ardha because you're halfway there. Why not? Yeah. Yep. Use that block. Step it up. Yeah. Add in what you feel you need. A bind, no bind, thinking about a bind, lightening your right hand. That's what I sometimes pay attention to. Like the right hand gets heavy. So you want to kind of lighten it so your shoulders are sliding down the back. If you are binding, the kick goes behind you. And if you fall, it's just yoga. You try it again. You have as many chances as you want in here. If you bound up, just release regular Ardha. Soften that right knee, giant step back and find warrior two. It's going to feel like a dream come true. It does. Warrior two. Yes. Soften the shoulders down the back. It's always good. It's always a good idea to check out your feet though and make sure that when you step, they're not crazy and all over the place. Right. Right foot is forward, back toes turn a little angle. You could be heel to heel. You could be heel to arch. Find something that works. Lengthen the tailbone and then breathe the left arm back so that way you have as much even space between right arm and left arm. Lengthen the tailbone, close your eyes, and just be here for a few more breaths. Roll that inner right thigh open. So finding the energy to maintain, hold, but also kind of settle into it. I can't help it. Sorry, guys. It's just going to keep going like this for a couple months. Yeah, you just have to deal with it. Lift the palm, reverse the warrior. I'm going to make you all go to Vegas. Yep. Yep. We'll do yoga outside outside the sphere. Hot yoga. Come back to warrior two. Place your hand on the instep of the foot. Warrior two. Yep. Right hand on the instep. Bend your right leg back. Use a block and caddy it in there. This is B variation of extended side angle. That's it. The back of your right tricep, caddy it in there. Your right arm straight, your left arm straight up. If you want to wrap your left hand behind your back for a half bind, go for it. That's it. Straighten your right arm. Straighten, straighten, straighten. Use that arm. Grip your right hip in, turn your bottom ribs. Steer your chest open. Stay with it. A few more breaths. As you fatigue in the pose, the right hip wants to do gnarly stuff. So grip it under, turn those bottom ribs, look sideways, look up, and breathe yourself open here. Left arm up, warrior two, warrior two. Circle it to the floor through your vinyasa of choice. The up dog can be powerful if you want it to be. or you could skip it. Downward facing dog, hips go up and back. Great. Roll forward to plank and then lift your left foot an inch, just an inch from the ground. Kind of have a hovering plank. Left knee, you're going to drag it to the back of that left tricep in that general direction. Keep looking forward with your eyes. And then drag your left knee straight in, straight in, straight in, straight in. Then step the left foot smack, turn the back foot sharp, and find triangle pose from the ground up. If you need to reset, you reset. Anywhere across the front of that left shin. If you feel tighter in your hamstrings, your lower back feels sensitive, just lift it up higher. That's it. The bottom left ribs turn, the inner and outer thighs grip, the feet are anchoring. And then the breath is flowing, a little lean back action. And then fix your eyes. So much comes from the drishti. When you feel like, oh my God, I can't hold the pose. The pose is offering so much feeling. Find your focus. Find your drishti. Find your breath. Keep it all together. Look down and just step up in one piece into your version of Ardha. Sometimes it's a couple steps to get you in. Use the block on a setting that works. Stack it open. Flex the right foot. That's it. Anything you want to add. If you bound on the other side, it's always good to try and be consistent. The kick goes behind you. The bottom left ribs continuously turn, and then you find some lightness with that bottom hand. And even in its most imperfect moment, there's a yoga pose. Regular Ardha, regular Ardha. Focus on that front left leg, soften it, giant step back, warrior two. Sometimes it's two steps, sometimes it's not pretty. Find your stance, left foot, back right foot, find that track. Spread your arms open. So now there's no little guidance, there's no mirror to tell you. So you kind of have to just feel it out. The right arm and the back left arm. Yeah. And then close your eyes, lengthen your tailbone like you're in a squat, roll that inner left thigh open, and settle in here. And enjoy the feeling. It is possible. A few more good breaths. Let go of what you don't need so there's room for what you do. Flip the palm, reverse the warrior. Pause here. It's not a back bend, it's a side body opener. Come back to warrior two and pick your block distance and the height for extended side angle B. Block goes to the instep of the foot. That just allows for the back of that left tricep to caddy in there and create that hip opener, similar to how we took that tree pose. Yeah, and if you want to add the extension of the side body, the right arm straight up, it can come up and over, or it can go behind your back for a half bind, depending on how you feel. Grip your left hip in, take your bottom left ribs, Meg, and steer them. Yep, that's it. And then there's a little lean back so the crown of the head can line up with that left foot. You got 3 more breaths. Make it count right here for yourself. Top arm up. Warrior two. Warrior two. You got this. It's in the bag. I feel it. Chaturanga push up. Take it to the floor. The up dog is smooth. Hips go up and back. Downward facing dog. Let's step the right foot forward. Crescent lunge. Let's keep this going. Crescent lunge. Rise. Drag the hands to prayer. Lean forward. Let's hook the elbow and twist. Yeah. Yeah, and if you get here and you're like, okay, my legs feel a little toasty, drop your left knee. It's a great way to take the pose because you can get this extra psoas stretch. You can also take this as easy twist. You got to pick something that you know you're kind of like in that sweet spot. You're working hard enough to get something out, but you're not blowing yourself out of the water. Grip your right hip in, steer the chest, and turn. Look sideways, look up. Try not to look back. Activate that left leg. Get in there. Stay with it. Couple more. Eyes to the floor, hands to frame your front foot. Listen carefully. Step the left foot forward to meet the right at the top. Long spine on the inhale. Take a breath. Exhale, fold. Sit into chair. Weight moves into your heels. Yeah. Drag your hands to prayer. Inhale your breath. Hook the elbow, same direction. So yeah, just we'll keep it consistent. Otherwise, I'll forget. So air twisting is a great way to be in this. If you ever feel crunchy in your low back, if you don't know, don't go there. So just stay kind of a little higher up. Work on your feet, your shins, your knees, and your hips, all nice and aligned. Weight staying back in your heels. You're looking sideways, you're looking up. If you feel like you have a little bit more openness in your upper torso, open up your arms. If that's not in the cards for today, just stay here and breathe. All the good feelings right here. Chair pose, pull it around. Keep the arms moving up, the energy going down. Standing on your right leg, float the left leg up. So you're just like this. Yep, your right leg is strong and straight. Your arms are up. Your left leg is bent in half. That's it. Cross the left ankle over the top of the thigh and sit way back. Reach way out. Take your time coming down, and then the fingertips to the floor. I'm gonna offer this a couple different ways today. Blocks underneath your hands are fantastic because it's gonna bring the floor to you. Okay. You can practice doing this just basic like this, okay? Flexing the foot around the outside of that right tricep kind of gets you where you need to go to fly and flying pigeon. If you're feeling like you want to continue this kind of theme of a little twisty action, when you get down here, you can practice left elbow to the instep of that left arch and twist to the right. You can also do this with one hand on the block and open up. Just kind of throwing out some other ways that this pose can be taken. It doesn't have to be done today. Just kind of have the idea of it. That's it. So you can even use that bottom hand on a block. Yeah, I would use the outer block if you can. The other block, yes. And see if you can caddy your elbow in there and then you'll twist. So your left elbow will caddy a little bit more. Take the block more over. Yeah. And then this elbow is going to caddy to the outside. Yeah, I'm doing the wrong leg. Yes, 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 yes. So this hand will go down. That's it. Like that, and then peel open. That's it. Yeah, you'll get there. That elbow will come to the instep. We'll pull around to center, guys. Listen carefully. Try not to let the left leg touch. You're going to come up slowly the way you got in. The left leg's going to stay lifted. You're going to take a 3-foot step back into a short warrior one with your arms up. Yes, walk the right foot just a tad to the right. You got it. Right hand on hip, left arm will stay up. This will feel really good. You're going to come reach way out, and then you'll find your twisting triangle. Use a block for twisting triangle, instep a foot, outside a foot for some of us if you're a little bit more mobile. Yeah, take this foot and take it a little more over here and turn it. Breathe. Scoot your hips back. Yeah, anchor the feet. Look sideways, look up. Did you see Alicia Keys? She performed on the Tonys. She was wearing like a 2-piece. Yeah. Did you see her outfit? Yeah. The Gucci outfit? I was outrageous. And then Jay-Z comes out with the Louis Vuitton jacket. I was like, oh my God, where do they get this stuff? Made for them. Eyes to the floor, hands to frame your front foot. Let's step to a dog. Step back, down dog. That was a great little sequence, guys. Good job. Down dog, be still for a breath. If you want to roll out to plank, lower halfway to a push-up, drag yourself to a real smooth up dog. It may just feel good. Hips go up and back, down dog. Now we're going to have to do the entire left side. We're going to do it, and we're going to keep it together. The left foot lands, crescent lunge. One pose at a time. Crescent lunge. I did. I saw it on my birthday. It was great. It was great. Drag the hands to prayer, lean way out, hook the elbow, and twist. It was fantastic. Grip your left hip in, activate your back right leg, lean back a little bit. You can always take this as an easy twist if it's too much. As you fatigue, the right glute, the right hamstring starts to go. So fire it up for the last couple breaths. Zip up those inner thighs and then twist a little deeper. Hands to frame your front foot. Pause. Spring to the top of the mat with excitement. Long spine. Fold in half. Then you sit into your chair pose. Weight moves into your heels. Drag your hands to prayer. Inhale that breath. You'll hook or you'll air twist to the same direction. So we're going left again. That's it. So you want to keep the alignment and the breath, and everything else is really, just kind of icing on the cake. You got it, Megan. Alignment looks really good. Yep. Sit down a little deeper. Keep the weight moving back into your heels. Chair pose, pull around, stay engaged, the arms moving up. As you press to stand, the right leg lifts. You're standing on your left leg. Just create a 90-degree angle. Just get your balance. And then cross that right ankle over the top of that left thigh, keeping the arms moving up, and start by just sitting back. Sit way back. Now, as you sit way back into this ankle to knee chair, the torso starts to lean forward. So then you decide, am I using blocks? What am I doing? I always like to have the blocks on a high setting at the top. Yes. And then you kind of caddy the outside of the right foot around the outside of that left tricep as you sit way back. If you want to play around with the twisting here, if you want to play around with the twisting, you can bring your hands to prayer, bring your right hand down on a block, and then the left arm will peel open. What we don't want is the chest collapsing. So we want everything staying, yeah, that was good, Beth. Everything staying very open as we sit way back. Couple more breaths. Pull around to center. As you pull around to center, try not to let your right leg touch. You're on your left leg, guys. Your right leg at a 90-degree angle. On your left leg, the arms are moving up. Take about a 3-foot step back with your right leg. Set your feet up. You need to walk your left foot just a tad to the left. Left hand drops to your hip. Right arm reaches up nice and big. Find that extension and then come forward. So the combination of ankle to knee and then this pose really, sets you up. This is setting you up for the day right here. Hand on the flat part of the back is awesome. I think the wrong hand. That's it. I was like, something's off, but I can't figure it out yet. We got there. That looks great. Really good. The alignment is good. Lift. Everyone breathe your right hip up an inch and steer your hips back. Two more. Hands to frame your front foot. Step to a dog. Step down dog. Yeah. Roll forward plank. One more. Halfway to a push-up. Up dog is smooth. Hips go up and back. Downward facing dog. Hop your feet through. Lay down on your back. Yep, lay down on your back. Take your block with you. Yeah, take your block with you. Legs go straight. Block's going to go straight up towards the sky. Yeah. And you're going to crunch yourself up like a V. These are called V-ups. The block's going to reach forward. Keep the neck very neutral. And then as you lower down, you can either let everything drop down. That's fine. Or you can hover it if you want more intensity. And then crunch up. That was 2. Good. Slow. 3. So as you lower really slow. And then with more intensity, you crunch up. 4, 5, I'm not good at math. 6. Keep going. 7. 8. Good. 9. 10. 2 more. 11. 12. The left leg bends in half. Now it's individual legs. It's going to feel easy. 1, 2. Perfect. 3. I like to point the toe. Good. Lengthen. 4. Anchor the left leg. 5. 6. You're halfway. 7. Elongate your body. Neck is long. Keep going. 2 more. 1 more. Bend your right leg. Left leg lifts. Last few. Here we go. 1. Elongate. 2. 3. Lower back spreads. 4. Find the power. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. You can do it. 10. 11. 12. Bend both legs. Lift the hips. Bridge. I love those. They can be done anywhere at any time. Yeah, maybe not at the Spear in one of those tiny seats. Yeah. Yes, bridge, supported bridge, regular bridge. Slide something underneath your lower back, clasp your hands. In this bridge pose, though, draw your right knee towards your navel. So lift your right leg up and draw it towards your navel. Extend the right leg up towards the sky. You can do this with a block or without a block. The left leg is going to stay down. Yep. Cross the right ankle over the top of the left thigh. To get out, right leg up. Right knee towards navel. Right foot to the floor. Lift your hips 1 inch higher. Exhale the breath. If you're on a block, just stay. Exhale the breath, come down for a breath. Yep. If you're on a block, you stay. Everybody else, exhale breath lifts you back up. Lift back up, bridge pose. Bridge. Lift the left leg up. Yeah, do everything in steps. Ankle to knee. Yeah. You'll find one side is probably tighter than the other when you do it this way. Perfect. Left leg straight up. Hug the left knee in. Lower the left foot down. Lift everything an inch or 2 higher. Exhale the breath, let it go. The third one is your pick. So it's yogi's choice. Third one is your pick. Full wheel, bridge, supported bridge. You could do that again and just kind of link side to side. Find something you can know. You can go up for 5, 6, 7 breaths. Here we go. Lift up. Yep. Steer your feet forward. Inner and outer thighs move forward. You could use blocks under your feet. Yeah. Nice. Lengthen from the tailbone to the back of the knees as you lift a little bit higher. Exhale your breath, lower down. Move any objects out of the way. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Give them a big squeeze. Give them a big squeeze. Then reach for the outer blades of your feet for happy baby. Pull the knees down around the rib cage. Hug your knees in, rock and roll across the length of the spine. Come up and find half pigeon right side. We're going to do a short hold of each one. I don't want to rip you off today from this. This is important. So step to a down dog and find your way into half pigeon right side. I'm going to carry you right into Shavasana after this. So kind of get yourself set in that direction. Make yourself comfortable in the half pigeon if that's possible. Close your eyes and go inward. Down dog, left side. Keep your eyes closed if they're closed and see if you can do it like that. And just feel your way into the left side. Keeping your eyes closed if you can. Use the strength of your body and start to come up. Keeping your eyes closed, lean on your left side and swing your right leg forward. Keeping your eyes closed, lay down. Shavasana. Make yourself comfortable for the next minute or two. Complete rest. Take a big breath in through your nose, and on the exhale breath, let everything drop down. Big breath in. Loud, complete breath out. Arms up over the top of the head, full body stretch. You can stay down too. Hug the knees in towards the chest, give them a big squeeze. And rock up any way that you feel that you want to finish this morning's practice. Sit up nice and tall with the eyes closed, recommended. Shoulders drop down the back. And just feel. Isn't it great when you just stop and you can feel? Feel the effects of this morning's practice on your body, your mind, your spirit, your energy, your mood. Bring the hands to prayer. Bow your head and have gratitude. Lift the head, open the eyes. Namaste. Stay cool today. Extra hot out there. It's going to feel good after doing this. And always let me know if you have questions. Here to help. See you on Friday, if not before. Peace out.